그만 울라고 했잖아, 엄마가. 엄마 말 안 들을래? 그만 울어, 뚝!
우리 엄마는 날 미워한다.
너 어제 학원 빠지고 어디 갔어? 안 가면 안 간다고 말을 해야지.
아 몰라 맨날 잔소리야.
우리 엄마는 날 싫어한다.
여보세요?
네, 어디야?
아 엄마 나 오늘 회식이라서 늦게 들어갈 것 같아.
너무 늦게 들어오지 말고.
아 내가 무슨 애도 아니고. 아 걱정 좀 그만해 엄마 좀.
우리 엄마는 걱정이 많다. 우리 엄마는 눈물이 많다.
괜찮아? 그렇게 막 뛰어다니면 위험하잖아.
모든 것이 다 날 위한 것이었다. 우리 엄마는 지금 우울하고 지쳐간다. 당신의 어머니는 어떠신가요? 지금 우리들의 엄마를 위해 애터미 소포라 퀸.
Atomy Sophora Queen is a functional health supplement that is individually approved by Ministry of Food and Drug Safety Korea for improving menopausal symptoms according to Kupperman Menopausal Index. Now, 6 main ingredients combined functional formula for women's menopause. Atomy Sophora Queen can make it work. Pagoda tree fruit. Pagoda tree fruit, rich in bioactive substance saporicoside. Atomy Sophora Queen contains following: pagoda tree fruit extract, which can improve menopausal symptoms of women; soy isoflavone, that support bone health; gamma linolenic acid, that lowers plasma cholesterol and promotes blood circulation; vitamin D, E, and K, that improve bone density and protect cells; angelica root extract, ginkgo leaf extract, pomegranate extract, safflower seed oil, protein hydrolysate, and other supplementary ingredients are added to give extra beneficial effect for women's menopause. Once a day after meal, take 2 tablets per dose to become confident and healthy lady. Atomy Sophora.
大家下午好，我是白敏，新加坡爱多美的钻石大师。那今天非常感谢公司邀请我来跟大家做分享。那在爱多美呢，真正的理念就是分享，我们也很喜欢把好的产品分享给大家。那其实今天呢，我非常荣幸的跟大家分享一下我们其中的一个保健品，也是我们的我身边的亲人受益非常大的一个保健产品。那今天大家可以看到我旁边这边呢，就显示的是爱多美的槐花女王。那在介绍槐花女王之前呢，我先跟大家科普一下什么是女性的更年期。那我们女性呢，通常的更年期是在45岁到55岁之间。那其实因为现在社会的压力、工作的压力，还有生活的紧张节奏，其实导致很多人产生了更年期的提前的状况，可能差不多40多岁就会产生更年期的症状。那更年期的症状会显示在哪些地方呢？就是第一，我们的身体呢就会经常有乏力的感觉；第二，我们的内分泌失调；第三，我们的情绪波动非常的大；第四，然后会影响到我们的睡眠。有时候呢，晚上辗转难眠，有时候可能到凌晨4、5点起来就不可以再睡回去了。那通过种种的症状，我们女人的更年期是需要我们来维护的。所以呢，在我们40岁左右的时候，我就建议大家来服用这款爱多美的槐花女王。那在现在当今的社会呢，我们生活的压力，然后加上我们工作的压力，导致我们女人的荷尔蒙的失调，所以呢，很多女性都会提前进入更年期。 那我们要怎么去延缓我们的更年期的症状呢？那就是我们可以从我们的内调来服用我们爱多美的槐花女王。那我们爱多美的槐花女王呢，里面有3大成分，主要成分是大豆异黄酮，还有我们的异亚麻酸，还有我们的槐花果实。那槐花果实呢，它本身是一个纯天然纯植物的，然后可以有效的提供我们女性所需要的所有营养。然后大豆异黄酮呢，它是促进我们钙质的吸收，然后呢可以防止我们的骨质疏松。然后再接下来就是我们的异亚麻酸，异亚麻酸呢，它是可以提高我们的人体免疫力，而且降低我们血液里面的胆固醇，然后让我们的血液循环的非常流畅。所以呢，在我们爱多美的槐花女王这3大主要成分的帮助下，我们的身体可以渐渐的调理我们里面的一些好像乏力呀，甚至包括我们一些睡眠的症状，甚至包括我们更年期带来的骨质疏松的一些症状。所以这一款爱多美的槐花女王呢，是我非常建议大家服用的一款保健品。那还有很多人问我说，难道只有我们女孩子有更年期吗？其实不是的，男孩子他们也是有更年期的症状，但是男孩子会比较晚一点，他们是在55岁到65岁之间会产生更年期的症状。那对于男孩子来说，他们的更年期的症状显示在了一些焦虑、烦躁，还有甚至包括头痛的一些症状。那这些症状呢，也是会导致他们身体的一些骨质疏松，然后慢慢的进入提前一个更年期的症状。所以呢，除了我们女人，男孩子也是非常要保护的自己。还有我们这款爱多美的槐花女王呢，它不只是可以调理你女性的更年期的症状，另外一方面就是当你更年期的症状延缓了之后，它给你了大量营养的情况下，导致我们女性不只是从生活上得到了健康，我们身体上得到了健康，我们的婚姻也是会有健康的发展。因为呢，很多女士她们在更年期的情况下，因为她们产生了一些抑郁，也产生了一些乏力呀，甚至包括晚上睡眠不好，导致他们的情绪波动是非常大的。所以呢，往往在情绪波动大的情况下，不管是孩子的教育还是家庭，都会产生非常大的影响。所以如果大家需要一个非常健康的生活环境，然后非常健康的一个工作环境的话，我建议大家在40岁以后就可以慢慢的服用我们的爱多美槐花女王来调理自己的更年期的症状。那如果是说你问我现在我已经是更年期的症状，那该如何呢？如果已经是更年期的症状，更应该服用我们爱多美的槐花女王，因为它可以缓解你的那些焦虑呀、燥热啊，甚至包括心悸啊、一些乏力、一些睡眠不足的情况。那如果是说在已经过了更年期，你问我需不需要服用的时候，我也建议是过了更年期之后呢，你再继续服用我们爱多美的槐花女王的时候，你就会觉得你的身体又回了之前年轻的状况。因为更年期过后，你就会停经超过12个月之后，你的身体里面的一些荷尔蒙会产生变化，导致女人会老得比较快一点。所以呢，在坚持服用爱多美槐花女王这个保健品的情况下，会让你感觉越来越年轻，不会因为更年期给你带来一些烦恼。接下来呢，我向大家先跟大家说一下如何服用我们爱多美的槐花女王。如果是在40到45岁之前，然后在还没有出现更年期的症状情况下呢，我建议大家可以1天1粒就可以了，只是保健而已。那如果已经在更年期45岁到55岁之间的情况下，我是建议早晚各2粒，就是1天吃4粒来保健自己。如果是更年期症状已经过了之后呢，我是建议大家1天2粒，早晚各1粒。其实很多人也跟我讲，那如果我更年期症状非常严重的情况下，我可以去医院啊，我可以看医生啊，医生可以开药给我啊。我是不反对去看医生，然后吃西药来控制自己的身体。 但是呢，我想说的是，我们这款爱多美的槐花女王呢，它毕竟是纯天然、纯植物的，所以呢，我还是建议大家为了自己美好的生活，为了自己的身体健康，来服用我们爱多美的槐花女王。那今天我想跟大家说一下，其实我非常荣幸来今天跟大家介绍这个主要产品，我们的爱多美槐花女王。那其实呢，本身是因为我感触的非常深，我自己的妈妈呢。前年来到新加坡帮我照顾2个孩子，因为我事业非常忙的情况下，那么在她过来新加坡的那半年当中，刚开始的时候我就是觉得非常神奇的是，为什么她每天都要吃药？因为我妈妈本身身体没有什么状况，然后但是她每天晚上睡觉前都会服1粒药，我就不知道这个是什么药。但是当时因为我工作的忙的情况下，我非常的内疚，我没有去问她。然后其中一天呢，我妈妈服用了1粒还不可以，然后起床了之后她再服用了多1粒，那时候我就留意下来了，我就问我妈妈，我说妈妈，为什么你在吃药？这个是什么药？而且一吃就是2粒。我妈妈说这个是安眠药，因为在她55岁左右的时候，更年期症状过了之后，但是虽然身体症状是没有像更年期当中那么辛苦，可是呢，这个症状也是延缓了将近10年之久。我听到这句话的时候，我心里非常的难受，因为我在新加坡，妈妈在中国，我没有办法去陪伴她的身体状况我真的是不知道。所以呢，我当时心里非常内疚的时候，我就问了她一句，那你这个安眠药吃了多久了？我妈妈说至少有5年以上，每天晚上必须要吃1粒才能睡觉，然后不知道为什么那天她吃了2粒才能睡觉，才能入眠。那我心里真的非常非常的难受。可是在难受之际呢，我也非常的开心，是因为在那个时候我已经在从事爱多美的事业了，而且我也认识了爱多美的保健品。那这一款槐花女王，我对它也是非常的了解，当时就决定第2天我就需要下一张单，订一盒槐花女王给我妈妈试试看。那公司非常的快，差不多2天的时间，这个产品就送到了我的手上，我就让我妈妈开始服用。因为她的更年期的症状延缓了10年，是属于蛮严重的情况，所以呢，我就让她每天服用2次，每次各2粒。其实爱多美公司也是非常的贴心，像他们这样的包装的方式，我们可以每天拿一板把它拆下来，放在自己的包包里面，随时随地都可以服用。那早上2粒，下午2粒，就可以帮助你改善你的身体。当时我就跟我妈妈说，你早上吃2粒，晚上吃2粒，看一下当时的症状会怎么样。结果让我非常惊讶的是，差不多1个多星期，不到2个星期的时候，我妈妈就已经完全不需要服用安眠药来入眠了，而且睡觉睡得非常的踏实，非常的好。所以呢，我认识了爱多美，真的是我的荣幸，不只让我自己改变了自己的身体健康，也改变了我家人的身体健康。虽然我不能天天陪在我妈妈身边，但是这个槐花女王帮助了我妈妈，让我非常的感恩，非常的欣慰。然后其实再跟大家分享一个非常开心的事情，因为我妈妈是因为这款槐花女王受益非常大的一个体验者，所以呢，当她回去中国的时候，就到处在跟身边的跟她差不多相同年龄的人去分享这个槐花女王。所以呢，现在在我的家乡，我妈妈身边的朋友对我们爱多美的槐花女王都是非常认可，也有体验，效果也非常好。其实呢，说一句真心话，这个东西呢，就是我帮到身边的人的时候，我听到他们给我的一些非常好的反馈的时候，我是打心底里高兴，非常的开心，能帮助到别人，这个就是爱多美真心分享的理念。我们其实真正只是把好的产品分享给身边的人而已，那么帮到了他们，才是我们最大的收获。所以呢，我建议大家，如果是说像我跟我差不多年纪一样的话呢，就是可以提前服用爱多美的槐花女王来延缓自己的更年期症状。那如果是已经在更年期症状的情况下呢，我建议你一定要服用爱多美的槐花女王，让自己试一试，看能不能拥有一个第2个青春， 因为槐花女王是真正给我们第二个青春的一个保健品。那除了槐花女王，它可以保健我们内调理我们女人内部的一些荷尔蒙跟内分泌的一些症状之外，我还建议大家可以服用我们爱多美的石榴美人。那石榴美人是抗氧化的，所以它可以延缓我们女人外表的一些症状，就是可以给我们皮肤更好的胶原蛋白，然后防止我们的皮肤出现皱纹，防止它的老化。所以爱多美的产品呢，内调外用，其实真正让我们女人有了第二个自己的青春。今天这款爱多美的槐花女王呢，我就介绍
Sophora Queen is actually a multivitamin complex that is made for perimenopausal and menopausal support. So as you can see, it is designed specifically such that we can actually consume it 4 tablets a day. And I really love Atomy's health supplement because they are so convenient such that we don't have excuses to say that we forgot to take our health supplement, because we can just simply put this in our bags and just go on with our daily routine. So as I mentioned, Sophora Queen is mainly for perimenopausal and menopausal. But first, we need to understand the physiology of menopause. So for us women, we actually have 2 main hormones. The first one would be estrogen, and the second one would be progesterone. So for menopause, there is actually a reduction in both our hormones, and that's why there is actually an imbalance. So for perimenopausal, as you can see in the graph over here, perimenopausal, there is a decrease in the estrogen levels to up to 30 to 40%. And for the progesterone, there is a decrease in the level to up to 99%. And these are ages between 35 to 60. Then as you can see, for menopausal stage as well, there is a reduction in both the hormone. But what is the effect and what exactly are these hormones? So let's talk about estrogen first. So estrogen actually helps to stimulate the breast tissue growth. It helps with our preservation of our bones. And secondly, I would like to talk about our progesterone and what it is for. So progesterone actually helps to prepare our lining of the uterus for the fertilized egg to actually maintain the early pregnancy. So what are the effects when there is a reduce in the estrogen and the progesterone? So like I mentioned, estrogen helps with bone preservation, right? That's what I said. So with a reduction in the estrogen, we can actually have side effects such as bone loss, and many a times menopausal women feels hot flashes or fatigue and insomnia and so on and so forth. So that is the reason why Sophora Queen is really very important, and I'll explain that through our ingredients later. So Sophora Queen, now we will go into the ingredients of Sophora Queen. But what is Sophora japonica? Basically, Sophora japonica is a plant. And Sophora japonica, actually, there is a research article that said that they actually tried to test whether those women that consume Sophora japonica fruit, whether there is a reduction in the menopausal symptoms. And true enough, in 12 weeks, they actually verbalized that there is a reduction in the menopause symptoms. So now let's go directly into the ingredients that are in our Sophora Queen. So the first ingredient is our Sophora japonica extract. And this actually helps to support perimenopausal and menopausal symptoms. The second one is soy isoflavones. So soy isoflavones is actually helps to preserve our bone health. And this is very important because with the reduce in the levels of estrogen, the soy isoflavones can actually help with this. The third ingredient that I would like to talk about is our gamma-linolenic acid. So gamma-linolenic acid actually helps with circulation and to balance our cholesterol levels as well. So there is also 3 very, very important vitamins that is in our Sophora Queen, and they are vitamin D, vitamin E, and vitamin K. Vitamin D is very, very important for our bone absorption. So the next vitamin is vitamin E. Vitamin E actually helps to protect cells from oxidizing. The last one is vitamin K. Vitamin K is well known for its role of blood circulation. So these 3 vitamins are also very, very important. So Atomy actually also added 6 different types of inactive ingredients. We as consumers really need to study the inactive ingredients because these inactive ingredients for other health supplements, they are usually preservatives or dyes that are added into the health supplement. But for Atomy is really very transparent, and they actually tell us what are the inactive ingredients that are in our Sophora Queen. So for these 6 ingredients, Angelica gigas extract, ginkgo leaf extract, and also our turmeric helps with maintaining our hormones. So it actually helps with the imbalance of the hormones. And as we know, there is also pomegranate, and pomegranate is extremely good for hydration. So I really, really trust Atomy because of how transparent they are with their inactive ingredients. So like I mentioned, there are It is individually packed, so it's very, very easy for us to take. And as you can see, the capsules are very small, so it helps with, it allows us to consume it very, very easily. So one box of this Sephora cream it has actually 120 capsules, and if we consume 4 a day, it will be 3 months supply. This is the reason why I really love Atomy's health supplements. I conclude my sharing about 3 of the health supplements.
All right, let me take one step back to Sephora Queen. I wanted to talk about Balanced Life, which is the other product first, but never mind. Let us go with Sephora Queen. What is Sephora Queen? Basically, it is a plant-based supplement, a food that helps everyone, listen again, everyone manage the way your cell opens its gate to release material that we all know as blood. All right? Blood flow. All right? So if you think that blood flow in the case of women, today I got a chance to talk about women. Okay. If you think it's about women and the regular monthly cycle of women, and that blood flow is a natural process, it is, yes and no, a natural process in a sense that the blood flow still requires certain conditions to be regulated within your body. So when it is a regular blood flow based on your cycle of 28 days, then it is a way of cleaning your body up. And the materials are released out of your body through blood flow. All right? In layman's term, they call it dirty blood. However, there is always an issue of too much flow, too little flow at the wrong time, and not stopping the flow in time. So now, all this is based on regulations within the body. What are the regulators? Of course, it includes the hormones. Do guys have hormones? Do guys have blood flow? Not the monthly type. But the moment you bang yourself, you have blue-black. That is blood flow happening inside. The tissue releases the gates. All right, material are released in the form of blood. It stays within here and it changes the color. So that's called blood flow. You don't believe me? Just walk straight at a glass door and bang. And then you will see what happened. All right, you will see a blue-black right in front of you. And the blood has begun to flow. They call it internal bleeding. All right? And sometimes these internal bleeding can be out of control. They are slightly different from the monthly cycle of a woman in terms of the reason behind the bleeding. But the point I'm trying to make is the body regulates the blood flow, the release of blood out of the cell and eventually out of the body for the case of women, or out into the lymphatic system and out of the body in the case of an injury for a guy and a woman. All right? So let's just move on very quickly. So here are the list of symptoms for why this product is a supplement to help regulate primarily your hormones, but more importantly, because hormones affect blood flow as well, more importantly is how the body releases blood. Okay? So an example in which the primary material of this product, Sephora Queen, the primary ingredient of Sephora japonica, basically is to regulate, listen again, hemorrhoids, which is blood flow, right? So guys have hemorrhoids. So I'm still investigating whether guys will eventually need Sephora Queen. Maybe we change the product to Sephora King. I don't know. But the point I'm trying to make, it regulates the blood flow, all right? And it handles what is known as hemostasis. In other words, it is about the way internal bleeding happens, whether it's regulated, such as, for example, polyps within your organs, all right, whether it will release blood or you will dry up or you become cancerous. How do I know whether there's blood flow? The doctors would usually check it in your feces. All right, when you do your regular medical check, they ask you for your feces. Sometimes they identify whether there's blood in your feces, dried blood, coagulated blood. It could mean there are some bleeding going on. It can come from your hemorrhoids, it can come from your polyps, it can come from organs that are already injured or impaired. So the body regulates blood flow. in that sense, the bleeding, all right? So for the case of women, it will manage that, all right? Menopausal symptoms, perimenopausal symptoms, where there is a massive amount of blood flowing out of the body at a short period of time. So because of that, it is predominantly used for women. All right, Sophora Queen, predominantly used for women up to this point so that it can improve the way your body regulates blood flow. Now, regulating blood flows also depends on your hormonal system because your hormones is the one that delivers in the blood, goes to the respective part of your body and activates the change of the regulation for blood flow or clotting or blood closure and so on. All right? So because of that, in the case of a regular cycle, that is increasingly needed for that stretch of time. And if you are experiencing hormonal imbalance, which happens or can happen right at the age of 35 and above, that's where menopausal cycle starts, actually, for women, and up to the age of 58. All right? And it's also possible for women past 55 to still have regular cycles. So there's nothing wrong about the regular cycles so long as they are regular. And there's nothing wrong about, your monthly cycle so long as the toxins are removed out of your body through the blood flow. You should be healthy. But if that happens and you are having cramps, you are having headaches, you are just besides yourself, your usual self, then I can surely tell you there is a hormonal imbalance that's going on. Okay, so just a quick one. So from here, it helps regulate menopausal index. That is a way, just one of the ways in which you are able to tell where your blood regulation is managed or not, whether you have a serious hormonal imbalance in your body. So the formula that is in Sophora Queen, which I would recommend to all women who may find challenge or who may just want to play it safe to ensure that you have a smooth and a regular monthly cycle. The formula included all the extracts, including your ginkgo, which has to do with blood quality of blood flow, how well it flows, like liquid, like water, or like paint, how well it flows. Ginkgo plays that part. Safflower seed oil, another form of oil. Pomegranate, that's another important factor, all right, for general beauty. Beauty means the integrity of your cell, whether they die early, premature death, or they preserve the integrity of the cell. So you are healthy and youthful as it should in the skin, but also in the internal system of your body, your cell, of your organs. All right? The turmeric, which has been known in the last 20 years of research to be very effective for overall health, including anti-cancerous activity in your body. All right? It does not necessarily prevent cancer, or rather solve your cancer, but it has a role in preventive cancerous development. All right, so turmeric plays a very, very important part for us. And of course, it's an easy-to-take capsule. All right, try tossing in the air and pop it in your mouth. You know what I mean? Easy to take. Are you with me? Yes. Thank you very much. Let's move on. So there you are, 6 ingredients. I have it 3 here because of the Chinese translation. But you look at it, it takes care of menopausal. It also takes care of bone health because a large part of your bone is in relation when the blood is being released out of your body. Your bone marrow works harder, and bone marrow, all right, comes from your bone in that sense. So there is a relationship of cycle, your regular cycle, and your bone health. That's why women tend to have more osteoporotic condition. Women tend to have more arthritic conditions, experience that compared to men, also because of their regular cycle or mismanagement of the cycle because of hormonal imbalance. And hormonal imbalance predominantly has to do with stress level and weight condition. Today, if you are bigger than your height, you know what I mean? Bigger than your height would allow, all right, you are classified as malnourished. This is the latest research now. So long as this is bigger than here, or this is bigger than the height of your body would allow, all right? You have they call it stubborn fat. You call it, adipose tissue, in other words, abdominal fat and all that, which is the hardest to break down. Usually, it has to do with an hormonal imbalance for the case of women, as well as guys in some ways. It is partly psychological. It is partly your gut condition, but very definitely you are suffering from malnutrition. You eat a lot, you are undernourished. You get the picture? So you can be eating a lot and regularly. Everyone tells me, and so many of us believe that way. Your belief may not be based on facts, all right? And the facts doesn't change. So what happened is that when that happens, your body is not absorbing nutrient well, you are malnourished. So this is the scientific classification as of today. The latest information I've received from the nutrition industry in the world, and that you ought to take care of about it. So I'm going to talk about balanced life in a moment's time. So there you are, Saphonica japonica. All right, soy isoflavones, which is a type of soy-based. Now, not all soil are bad. Soil does not lead to breast cancer necessarily because it depends on the research. I'll talk about that in a moment's time. And it supports the management of cholesterol, which is blood-related. And it supports circulation. Again, it has to do with blood-related. So the release of blood in your body affects circulation in some way, affects the quality of blood in some way, affects the hormonal balance within your body. So it's like a never-ending cycle. Hormonal imbalance, all right, your cycle issue, okay, your blood condition, and then back to hormonal imbalance, and then the cycle keep going on. But you have to deal with one first. And so Sophora Queen is one way to intervene the cycle, and then from there correct everything else with a proper matching lifestyle menu plan. All right? So, which we can talk about it at the next opportunity. There you are, bone health again, blood circulation and osteoporosis risk. There you are, blood, bones, osteoporosis, cholesterol because of the blood. Okay, so the way your body manages the blood releases, okay, and the bleeding that's going on in your body. So that is what Sophora japonica will do for you, including the vitamin D, the vitamin E, the vitamin K, which are fat-soluble vitamins. So this should be taken after food, all right, because of fat-soluble vitamins involved. Take it after food, according to the instruction of the label. And in the test, they found that the japonica, because of the flavonoids, the flavonoids, particularly the rutin and the quercetin, all this focus on how your body manages bleeding within your body. All right? So there you are, a product suitable to help manage your menopausal, perimenopausal, from the area of handling the way the blood is being released out of your body. Why it happens that way. So everyone should have it because every woman should have it, I beg your pardon. And it helps you manage. It does not necessarily help you in balancing your hormones. That's a separate matter altogether. But it can assist. And once you manage your stress level, manage your food, manage your other aspects of your life, your hormonal balance may be corrected, and then it improves your regular cycle. You see the point? All right? So this is an assistant. That's why it is called supplement. All right? So, a simple product at a reasonable price, as basic as you can get, Atomy product, and build from there the foundation of your health.